Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Reese here from CeeManga and welcome to my review of One Piece chapter 715, Violent Fight in Block C. You know what, this chapter actually, I really enjoyed it a lot, you know. I was going to say that Hildian guy, he got fucked up. You know, that one punch that Luffy gave him just knocked him out. But anyway, this chapter here, it basically just had a hell of a lot of new characters introduced. But it all pretty much just comes down to like 5 important ones, so I'm just going to go through them, you know. First guy is, I think you say it, Ideo. I think that's how you say it. He's known as the Destroying Cannon. I think Oda kind of like with this character took something from took some inspiration from Bleach because he pretty much looks like Chad. It's basically like, you know, because obviously Chad has this whole devil arms that he's got going on. Yeah, they're kind of like similar to his second one that he had like at the very beginning of the Mundo arc. You know, that one there. Yeah, it seems like really similar to that. But anyway, this guy pretty much just like cleared up after Luffy. He gave that giant one punch and knocked him straight out of the ring with a big explosion. So you know what, he seems pretty strong. You know, obviously we haven't really seen too much about him, but it's kind of strange. You know, the kind of like the way they ranked him is like triple X level boxer kind of thing. It's like, what the hell is that? Is he like taking some sort of inspiration from like martial arts levels to kind of give him his power or something? I don't know. Either way, yeah, he's pretty cool, you know. It'll be quite interesting to see how far he goes, but all I can say is that if he gets the Mirror fruit as well, them punches are going to be gotta have some serious heat behind them because they're already strong enough. So yeah. Next up is Sai. He's the 13th leader of the Hapio Navy, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, this guy here, he seems alright, you know. He can use punches and kicks which kind of like utilize shockwaves. I can't remember what they called it. But yeah, he's basically he like hits them and it sends a shockwave through anything and thus rendering like armors, shields, all useless. He'll just crack them apart like they're nothing. So yeah, he's also seemed like pretty confident with one of them Chinese like spears. You know, they've got a kind of like long sword on the end. I can't remember what they're called. I think like from Shaman King, the English dub called them Wandaos, but I'm not sure whether that's the actual name. But either way, yeah, he seems pretty cool with that. Next guy is obviously the old man who was seen for ages, Don Quingio. Oh god, these names are killing me. But yeah, we already know a bit about him. Obviously, he had like the 500 million berry bounty. Garp captured him back in the day, and now he's out for revenge against all of his family. But the thing that surprised me here is the fact that the guy can actually use Conqueror's Haki. Yeah, considering like how rare that is, that's kind of interesting, you know. I think he's going to be the one to give Luffy probably the most trouble because obviously he's an old man, seasoned fighter. He knows everything. He seems pretty competent, and the fact that he's got the Conqueror's Haki as well kind of puts him up like a little above everyone else. Alright, next up is Bounty Hunter Gene Ango. That's how you say it, I think. This guy here, his design is really strange. He has this whole kind of like Captain Morgan vibe about him. I think that's the guy who it was, you know, back in the very beginning, the one who caught Zoro, had him all like strung up against the cross. He had like the axe for a hand. I think yeah, that was Captain Morgan or something. If I'm wrong, let me know what his name is in the comments below, please. But yeah, he kind of has that whole thing going on anyway. He's got like kind of a metal jaw looking thing, and he has like a cacti growing out of a sombrero. So yeah, so I think he's got kind of like this whole Mexican kind of thing going on, you know. But anyway, yeah, you see him like running around gathering up swords. So you're thinking, okay, cool, he's another swordsman. It's gonna be like Zoro, you know, bounty hunter using swords. No, in fact, he is actually a sniper, which is really weird because now you're thinking like, wait, if he's a sniper, what the hell is he doing with swords? Basically, he's throwing them swords like ballistas. This guy is kind of dangerous, you know, because like the fact he's just dashing them swords like they're crossbow bolts, basically, really strong ones. You know, it kind of makes him a really powerful, formidable opponent, you know, who can take people out from afar. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering now, like, how he'll stack up to obviously Zoro, because obviously Zoro, he was originally a bounty hunter, and we've seen him progress. And back in the day, everyone's all scared of him. It's like, oh my god, it's Pirate Hunter Zoro, you know. So it'll be kind of interesting to see a fight between those two, bounty hunter versus bounty hunter. Alright, final guys is, what's it, the Funk brothers. Well, to be more specific, it's the younger brother Bobby. This part here in this chapter, it was really kind of weird to me. I wasn't really sure 100% what was going on, but basically, older brother has these boxing gloves. He's using them to basically beat the crap out of everybody. you know, says people apparently the one guy who was beating the crap out of called him a midget, and he's taking offense to that because obviously he's kind of short. But anyway, younger one, he's basically going on just like, you know, I don't fight, I've never fought before. The older brother gets knocked out. Young brother's there like covering him, just like, oh gosh, you're alright, you're right. Guy comes in with an axe. The axe breaks on his back. Now this part that's a bit interesting there because like, you know, from that point there you're then thinking, okay, cool. He's like, sure he's never fought before. That means he's like, you know, the defensive shield type, skin tougher than diamonds or some madness like that. But anyway, after that, the older brother tells him to take the gloves, carry on. You know, then he puts on the gloves. Then goes ballistic. His body changes. He looks like more muscular from his fat egg shape before. He ends up like beating the crap out of that guy, and it's really kind of weird because especially after that he's like, you know, who's the midget now? So it's just like, to me that says like one of two things. Either the first is either like, you know, he beat the crap out of him so much that, you know, the guy shrunk a bit, that's why he's calling him a midget, or the boxing gloves themselves have a persona, and then that basically like takes over their mind as they put them on, thus changing their body, something crazy like that. Because like, you know, why would he call the guy you know, why would he like go against the guy saying like, oh yeah, why are you calling me a midget type thing if he's a friggin' giant, he's like, you know, massive 6'7" looking guy. Really strange, you know. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. It ends up becoming now a 6-way battle between them five, all gunning for Luffy. So yeah, like I said, chapter wasn't too bad. A lot of character introductions. Bit hard to follow when Oda introduces loads of new characters all at once, because it's like, okay, everyone gets like a page and a half, and then move on to the next person, and a page and a half, move on to the next person. So you know, it's One Piece. You know, there's always a lot happening. But anyway, out of all of them, to me, I think the most interesting one is probably Bobby. Just for the sole fact that it's like, I want to know what the hell is going on in Gloves. I want to know what the heck is going on with that whole big persona change. And it looks like we won't find out for a little while because Oda's taking another break. So yeah, no One Piece next week. Great, just as it gets good. So yeah, rating wise on this chapter, I'm probably going to drop an 8 out of 10. Like I said, really, it was a decent chapter. Lots of characters introduced, it's pretty cool. Only thing was, it is a little difficult to follow when lots and lots of characters get introduced. So yeah, I'm giving it 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. But you know, what did you guys think of this chapter? Let me know in the comments below. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, give it a little thumbs up. Helps the series a lot. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. So I'll see you soon.